This is a wake up call. Hello and welcome to Wake Up Call. Been a minute. How's everyone doing? Okay, so we're going straight into the meat of things. In Nigeria right now, there's this scarcity of cash, and then there's quite a number of things people are saying, talking about using naira to buy naira. We're no longer doing dollar to naira exchange only, we're also now doing naira to naira exchange. And in as much as I'm smiling, it's a very serious situation and it's affecting a lot of people, a lot of businesses, small businesses, market women, people on the streets, people who run cash oriented businesses. There's a lot of that going around and it's just very major for everyone. It's quite a serious situation, and as dynamic as it is, even outside of when this whole cash thing wasn't going around, um, employees are usually sent on errands, maybe not errands, but like company um, errands, really. So you're probably given a quotation to go buy something at the market, source, procure, do some procurement for your organization or the business that you work for, and then you have some leftover cash, what we call change, and you want to keep the change. Now, this is a common practice. Everybody wants to keep the change. Everybody wants to just hold on to the money and say, oh, the company had, the company had more to spend and you help them save money, so why can't you keep the money? They're employees. It is not your job to keep the change. It is not your place to keep the change. You have to, it's a company, you have to articulate exactly how much you've spent, whether you overspent. If you overspend, you would obviously come to say, oh, I overspent, I want, my change back, I want the overdraft back, I want my money back. So why not do the same when you're underspending? Don't take your company's money. It is not okay to keep the change. If you work for a small business where it's more like, cash is going through, well, now it feels like less of that will be happening, but we're seeing situations where, so for example, a fuel attendant on Saturday was trying to sell fuel, we're trying to buy fuel, and the fuel attendant had to use her personal account to collect money for the fuel company or fuel sales and servicing company, because the POS of the company wasn't working. It was something that was apparently allowed on business on company premises to for the attendants to, you know, sell, take the money to their account and remit at the end of the day, because we did see where they were accounting for the money, the fuels that have been sold from their own, fuel pumps that they were attending to. So there are things like that. It makes it less likely to take the company's change. But wherever you are, where cash is still in flow, where you still have, receipts and quotations and things like that, it is not okay to keep the change. State exactly how much you've spent. I know that it feels like, oh, you're saying things that are over our heads, or this is not something, oh, it can't work in the real world. It does work in the real world. We are in the real world. So state the change, do not keep the change. State exactly how much you have spent, whether it's an overdraft or an underdraft. Again, also, even if it's an over, so for example, if you spend more than the company, budgeted, don't say, oh, I'm doing this because you love your company so much, you don't want to collect the money back. Even if you're not collecting the money back, state clearly that this is exactly how much I have spent, this is exactly how much I have bought these items, this is, what you gave me as a company, but I decided to cover the tracks. Be honest, do due diligence with your work. It helps your company know exactly how much is being spent. It helps them project into the future. It helps them with risk analysis. There's so much that it just forms, because finance is sort of like the bedrock for business. That is like the core reason for business, because of flow of money, finance, transactions, and things like that. So be honest, do due diligence, articulate exactly how much it is that you're spending on behalf of the company, business, or organization that you're working for. I hope this helps you, employee. Be well, do well, have a fantastic week ahead. Toodles.